What are the pros and cons of Amazon FBA? I'm sure by now you've seen tons of ads from gurus promoting this new business opportunity. So in this video, I want to actually tell you what the pros and cons of Amazon FBA is so that you can make a more informed decision to see if this is the right business for you. So for those who are new, my name is Tom. I've been selling on Amazon since 2017. We have multiple brands and we've done collectively well over $4 million in sales up to this point. So I want to kind of tell you what I think the pros and cons of this business model is. So behind me, I wrote down the pros and cons, and I actually have a fourth one that I haven't written here. So I'm going to tell you the fourth one at the very end. But notice that I didn't put any cons on this end. Well, that's because, well, if you see everything, you might just skip this video. So I'm gonna try to, keep watching this, and I wanna kind of transparently tell you everything there is to know about Amazon FBA from a pros and cons perspective. So let's start with number one. So number one, what I love about Amazon FBA is there is no customer acquisition. If you think about this, doesn't matter what business that you start, you need to get customers. Doesn't matter if it's a restaurant or a Shopify business or drop shipping or whatever it might be, you need to spend money on advertising to acquire that customer to buy your product or service. But on Amazon, it's different. The reason why is because Amazon has spent billions and billions and billions of dollars advertising to the masses, and essentially it's Amazon's customers. So when you sell products on Amazon, there are already millions of people with Prime accounts that are ready to buy. So you don't need to go out there and spend money on Facebook and Instagram to find your own customers. That is a huge pro, right? Now, what is the downside to that? Well, the downside to that is they're not really your customers. Amazon is very, very protective of their customer information. So for example, if a customer buys your product on Amazon, you don't get that person's email. In fact, very recently, right now is November 2019, before you were able to get their first name, last name, postal code, street address, all these different things. Now you don't get any of that anymore. So yes, you don't need to spend any money acquiring new customers, but at the same time, it's a little hard to actually get that customer to come back and buy from you again because you don't know who that customer is. So there's a few different strategies where you can do some offline marketing. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section below. I can give you some tips and hacks, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, number two is low barrier to entry. Now, this is essentially, it's pro for someone who wants to get started doing a business. Maybe they have a limit of funds, maybe they don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to open up a retail location or anything like that. Well, you can get started with Amazon for really, really low investment relative to the rest of this business world, okay? Doesn't matter what type of business you're trying to start, it takes money, it takes capital. But I would argue that Amazon is definitely on the very, very low end of that spectrum. So that's a pro. Now the downside to that is, well, the floodgate is open to a lot of people that want to sell on Amazon. So there can definitely be more sellers coming on Amazon, launching the same products as you, competing in the same space. But again, competition, I would argue, is a good thing, because if there's no competition, there might not be a market. There's a huge market here on Amazon, and that's why there's also, I would say, a rise in competition as well. Now, the last thing that I love about Amazon is the fact that you can scale this thing to the moon, okay? If you speak to a lot of business owners, especially in the service-based industry, they will tell you that, hey, it's very hard for me to grow my business now, because in order to grow, I have to hire more people, and hire more people costs more money, and this and that. But with Amazon, it's very, very easy to scale. You see, on Amazon.com is obviously the busiest platform, but there's Amazon Germany, Amazon Japan, Amazon Canada, Amazon Italy, France, everywhere. You can actually sell your physical product on Amazon, and you can scale this to the entire world. So that's really, really incredible. Think about this for a second. You can literally launch a business from your bedroom, and you can now reach customers globally using Amazon's platform. So that's really, really cool. But what's the downside to scale? Well, the downside to scale is that it takes capital. So one of the things with scaling is, let's say that you have a product that's selling really well. Maybe you're selling 50 units a day. Well, you need to order, at least 2 months of inventory. So I would say roughly 3,000 units, right? So that's capital that you need to actually put in order to actually get the product. Now, what if you now want to sell on Amazon France, Amazon Germany, Amazon UK, Amazon Canada? That's 5 more platforms. Now you basically got to order more inventory to send to those 5 platforms. So the downside to that is the fact that Amazon does take money to start. But for me, I started this business with roughly $15,000. We launched 2 products. And now I think this year we're going to close the year off at $4 million in sales in just a couple of years. So it's really, really incredible. I mean, find me another business where you can invest $15,000 and getting back, millions of dollars in such a short span. It's really, really rare to find. But that doesn't mean that you can invest $15,000, get back $4 million the next day, okay? That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just sharing my story with you. Obviously, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes skills, it takes dedication, all that different type of stuff. I'm not saying this is get rich fast, because there's definitely nothing like that in the world. And but yeah, it's the scalability. It definitely helps for you to grow your Amazon business. Now, the last but not least, my favorite part about Amazon FBA business is the fact that you can work from anywhere in the world, okay? You can literally bring your laptop and go traveling around the world, and during that time, you are able to sell on Amazon, you're able to talk to your suppliers, you're able to talk to your team, and really, this is a lifestyle business. It's absolutely incredible. And another thing that I should add, so it's very passive, okay? Once you get started on Amazon, once you rank your product to the top of page 1, it can really be a passive in a sense that you could be sleeping and Amazon's generating money for you, because ultimately Amazon is doing a lot of the fulfillment, a lot of the logistics, customer service, all that type of stuff. So all you need to do is really find that product, source it, launch it on Amazon, making sure that it sticks, making sure that you can rank it, etc. So this is the end of this video. Went over the pros and cons of Amazon, but I want to know, have you started your Amazon FBA journey yet? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know how I can help you and serve you. If there's any sort of topics, make sure you comment down below. And if you watched till the end of this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps to support the channel. But that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the very next one.